Hello, Internet. Hello, Facebook. Hello, YouTube, Instagram, anywhere else this video may appear. My name is Samuel Huber from SamuelHuber.net. Huber Family Adventures on Instagram. Samuel Huber on YouTube. Samuel Huber on Facebook. I am running one of my two shows today called Inclusion Tube, which is the official YouTube page of Inclusion Festival. I'm here with Amy for the second episode of Amy's Hour. Amy, what's going on with Inclusion Fest these days?
Thanks for asking, Sam. These days, we are keeping up with our online group called Inclusion Zones, that, if you don't already know, is a virtual gathering space for anybody to come and get ideas for ways to maintain health and happiness at home.
Awesome. Can you go into some of those zones that are going on now or just happened?
Yeah, sure. I have been making much more of an effort lately to get myself behind the camera and share tips and strategies that are directly from me. So some examples include this past Sunday, yesterday, I read aloud a walking meditation, which I thought would be really helpful for all different abilities, because sometimes sitting still and finding mindfulness, from sitting quietly can be really, really challenging. But adding a movement like walking that's so simple and familiar can be a really nice way to tune into mindfulness. So I did a reading and then encouraged our community to go and try walking mindfully. It was a
Mhm.
really nice day yesterday here in central New Jersey, where I'm talking to you from. But for those who don't have access to the outdoors at this time, for whatever reason, whether it's accessibility due to a physical limitation or due to resources and environment available to you, I also did a video recording of a virtual walk in the woods so that you could watch and maybe walk along in your own house and kind of experience that solitude. Um, so that was one example. Another thing that I shared this past week was a sequence of brain gym exercises.
Mm.
Brain gym is a philosophy that's been around since the 70s. It's a form of educational kinesthesiology. And the idea is just to better connect your brain and body and, prepare the body for learning from a grounded and mindful place. So I shared a few exercises, and I've been using those in my own work for years now. So those are some examples.
Thank you, Amy. Can anyone teach a zone, or how does one go about if they want? Oh, I want to teach a zone in inclusion zones. How does one go about that?
Yeah, we would love to continue to have others. We've had some guest teachers, some of whom you've interviewed. Benjamin Berry was one of our guest teachers who did a brain dance activity, which was
Mhm.
really cool. Putting kind of the same concepts as brain gym to movement with music. And we've had some art tutorials by people other than ourselves, and anyone that wants to contribute can do so by sending us a simple message on Facebook, by emailing me at inclusionfestival@gmail.com, or
Mhm.
by clicking on the link that's on the top of our website. There's a little pop-up that talks about inclusion zones right on our homepage, and there's
Mhm.
a link there where you can fill out a Google form with your idea. So any of those ways will work with you to get you on there.
Um, what kind of people are you looking for? Are you looking for just people that do mindfulness? Are you looking for musicians? Or what kind of people is Inclusion Fest looking for to include on their virtual presence?
Well, as maybe you could guess, we're looking to include anyone who has something that they'd like to share that could be that they feel could be beneficial to others, that they feel could help them feel engaged and inspired at home, really in any way. Every day is a different theme, so we'll work with you on fitting your idea into one of our different themes, which are broad. I mean, we have a theme about getting grounded. One day's theme is about feeling connected. One's about feeling and finding balance. One's about nature. One's about self-expression, but also musical expression in general, rather. So
Mhm.
it really can be anything, and we'll work with you to fit it into the right zone.
That's really awesome. What are there any other upcoming plans for Inclusion Fest that we have not talked about previously?
Um,
Like a virtual concert, like because we have so many musician friends, or
yeah, that's an idea that we've talked about. Yeah, we may have a virtual concert coming to you soon. There's so many available, but I know it would also be a nice thing for us to share with our community.
Mhm.
We'll have more information about plans for getting involved with that coming soon, and how we're going to move forward. We'll also have news about that within the next few weeks.
All right, thank you, Amy. Is there anything you want to inform the folks before we end Amy's hour?
Um, our community means a lot to us. We're really grateful for the continued support, and especially for these videos, Sam. They've really been a joy for me to watch and a reminder of why we're doing what we're doing. Hearing everyone's feedback and positive experiences at the festival has been really powerful. And I love that you and we had an opportunity to participate in another panel discussion the other day. And
Mhm.
right when it ended, you talked about how, we have to kind of create these inclusive spaces in order to find and connect with like minded community. And I want you to know that stuck with me. And I've been thinking about that all weekend. And, it, although it's difficult and it's taking a different form, like we're still absolutely committed to doing that, for the duration of this COVID period. And we're working on the zones as we've talked about, but we'll be finding other ways to find spaces, whether they're virtual and hopefully in person again soon, for us to connect and be together. And
Mhm.
that just meant a lot to me that you said that. And
Yeah, I was really just trying to not only gear that conversation to that, but like a lot of people on the spectrum just spend so much time like, why aren't we being included? I'm like, why aren't we doing anything to get ourselves included? Like, we're always waiting for other people. And I think Inclusion Fest is definitely a prime example of us having the space to create our own communities and include. We do the including instead of the other way around. Before I got cut off on Friday, that was gonna be my big point for how perfect your festival is.
thanks. Yeah, it's a great point, and it also speaks to why we made Inclusion Festival a festival as opposed to another type of gathering.
Mm,
Festivals have personally taught me a lot about what elements to take home and include in my own life.
mm,
So I learned a lot just by attending a typical festival, and knew that that platform could be really inspiring for making small and significant changes in your daily life by the
mhm,
kind of community you build, the kind of activities that you engage in, just the way that you can kind of have that community sense, and
mm.
inspiration from a festival is why we made it one.
Exactly, and it's our hope, folks, as Amy has. I don't know if she's expressed on the show or not, that we're hoping to bring this nationwide and maybe over the world, because inclusion is for everyone, not just hippies.
It's
Uh,
true.
so, all right, folks, until we see Amy again, this is Amy and Sam signing off on Amy's Hour. Thank you for having us, Internet. Bye.